for the second straight season, while the Cowboys seek their 8th win in the last 12 meetings. It's NFC East football on Sunday night.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Washington offense about ready to go to work. And at quarterback, in his 17th season now in the NFL, piloting his 9th different franchise, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's
it
game.
was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
There he goes, left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, Charles, you have to be impressed with how Terry McLaurin has quickly become one of the better receivers in the NFL, and this is all effort here.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here comes this Dallas offense led by Dak Prescott in his 6th season now as the Cowboy quarterback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. He's got room to run past the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. 2nd and 10. Elliott, toss right. Elliott a 1st down and more. And finally marked down at the 23. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll field this at the 5. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Prescott on 1st down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. CeeDee Lamb, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Prescott now. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot for Gallup, and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So we have reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Powers through. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On second down, Elliott once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They find some open field here. The 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Once again, it's Barber. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in down. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Back to it after the pick six. Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Barber. That catch good for a 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 23-yard run. And the Cowboys extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love that you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to be taken down in the end zone. Fitzpatrick sacked, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A strong running. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
What's the deal, y'all?
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped lead.